Hello, can you hear me? Not well? Why is this happening? I hope you guys are enjoying this because I can't. I feel like I'm like tanking my channel in real time. Wait. Uh, okay, how do I sound? Does that sound better? How does it sound? Echo. Why is there an echo? Why is there an echo? Huh. Huh. No echo? No echo. Okay. Okay. Um. Light. Why is this? The stupid camera is following me, and I turned that off. Okay. Don't want AI human tracking. Okay. How does this look? Am I on? I need to see if I'm on Twitch. I'm supposed to be on Twitch too. I like downloaded a special thing to be on Twitch. .tv? Why is it called .tv? Stupid website. Okay, I'm here. Hi. All right. Is anyone watching on Twitch? I have one person watching on Twitch. Hi, one person watching on Twitch. Okay, here we go. So, this is really just a test. This is really just a test stream, and as of now, I'm probably not going to look at the comments. I'm muffled. How do I sound now? Is this peaking? Oh wait, you know what? How does this sound? My microphone wasn't plugged in. Okay. Everyone bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. So what I'm gonna do is I've been meaning to make my friend's baby a sweater, and I feel like that's a good place to start with streaming. I'm gonna try a whole bunch of different things out, and see what sticks. But for now, I'm just gonna knit and talk to the ether, and yeah, sort of figure this stuff out. I'm trying. It's my goal for the new year to Twitch pretty regularly. Frankly, if I could just do this instead of writing as many episodes as possible, that would be great. I mean, I'd still make written stuff, but it's nice to have something to pad out the written stuff. So, all right, shit. So to start my sweater, 1 inch equals 7 stitches. And how I feel every time I make a sweater for a child, I end up having to Google like the circumference of baby body parts, and it ends up feeling really creepy. So I'm just gonna have to guess. let's say 40. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So fun fact about this, I actually already started this sweater and made it, I made the full torso and most of one of the sleeves, but then I realized that my yarn was too tangled and I wouldn't have enough yarn to finish it. So now I'm starting over. And it works out because the head holes seem too big. So I Googled baby head circumference, but I feel like they lied to me because it was kind of freakish. I think I figured out earlier that it was 40 stitches he'll do it. So we'll see that. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much to chat because it's over there and I'm over here. But I do want to ask a question, which is if at some point during this stream I eat a tangerine, would that be okay? All right, it's seeming like I have the okay to eat a tangerine. We'll see if that comes up. It might not. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. So, yeah, I've had friends, a lot of friends have had babies this year. And I try to make them all a sweater, but it kind of it comes up it gets a little difficult to come up with new things. So recently I've just been writing the baby's name on the sweater. But this one I'm a little worried because I think so the dad told me he likes a nickname. I don't know why the nickname would be Artie. So I'm going to write Artie on the shirt, but I've never actually heard him call the baby Artie. He just said that he likes the nickname Artie. So there's a chance that I'm just going to give him a sweater with the wrong baby name, but we'll see. The actual baby name did not fit on the baby's chest. That's the thing about baby sweaters, dude. They're small. They're really small. But also their heads are huge. And you can't Google a clear answer of the circumference of their body parts. So, I don't know. Okay, here's what's going to be the difficult part of streaming is normally when I knit, I'm just sitting there in silence, but I need to always fill the silence, but I also know myself, and I will forget what I'm doing and just focus on the knitting, and then I will just have large chunks of silence, which I can't imagine is very entertaining. Although, I don't know, maybe you guys just like to watch me knit. I'm not very good at it, though. Like, that's the thing. I'm like, I feel like there's times have, like, crossed my mind where I'm like, what if I just do Drawfee, but with knitting? But it's like, I can't do that. I would be able to make, like, 2 episodes a year, and they would all be terrible. They would all just be like, here's a color blocked scarf. It's not as fun as like Pokemon Wet Dreams or whatever they do. All right, I also need... See, this is... Okay, you guys are at the cutting edge. This is me figuring out all the little specifics. Because I am trying to make as much content this year as possible. Because I want to grow my channel. And YouTube seems to like it if you do the things that they have features for that aren't videos. So I'm going to try and make shorts by cutting up my videos. And I'm going to try and make, oh, live streams. I'm going to try and make live streams. And then hopefully that'll solve all my problems. Oh, no. Okay. But my point is that I need to make eye contact. Because every now and then I'm looking up at my lagging computer. And it's not engaging. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I popped a small bit of an edible before this started because I was like, maybe that'll make me funnier. But also I usually do some amount of edible around this time anyway. But I'm realizing it's just stalling my thoughts. And now I'm getting a little paranoid. And I'm being watched by people. So that is unfortunate. And then, but yeah, if I ever stop talking for like a chunk of time, it's because I'm a little high and I forgot what I was doing. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, live streams. So yeah, I think the next one is going to be either Wednesday night or Friday afternoon. My goal is to do Monday and Friday and occasionally Wednesday. And kind of switch up the times because that's a good thing to do. But all right, but I want to try different stuff. So I got, I'm going to try knitting. I'm going to try one thing that I am currently in the process. I'll show you guys. So I started like, crochet. No! My microphone came undone. So I started crocheting. Let me see, what are the good ones? And like, adding stuff to it's ugly. I'll show you the best three. Because I want to try and sell like kind of like a merch thing hybrid. So I bought a bunch of t-shirts. I'm back. So am I back? Okay, wait. Anyway. Oh, okay, there I am. This lag is screwing me up. So I've been making t-shirts and I'm going to try and sell them. Why am I bringing this up? Oh, right. Okay. So one of the things I want to do is make t-shirts on stream and then hopefully sell them. So I've been trying different stuff, mostly adding collars. I made a Fred shirt. I made a Kermit the Frog shirt. This one is knit. This is just like, is like a little bow tie that I added. I like that one. And then this one was weird. is like a rose bow. But yeah, I did. I'm trying to. So that's another thing I'll do with my streams. I also want to play video games, and I bought a Switch 2 to stream with. So hopefully I will use that. And I don't know why I'm talking about any of this. I really want to eat my orange, but I just realized it's going to be hard to eat a tangerine and knit at the same time, so I'm probably just going to not eat a tangerine. I'll wait until I eat a tangerine, but I did bring a tangerine. Where'd it go? See? That'll be my treat for later. Truly though, because tangerines are good. I don't know who needs to be convinced of that, but like, if you're in the mood for like a snack, they're good, and like they're good. So I'm trying to eat better because I've self-diagnosed with psoriasis, and eating better is one of the cures. But fruits is like the best. I have like a bit of a sweet tooth now, so every night I kind of want to eat like a dessert of some sort, and like the best thing to eat is fruit. But like, you get grapes and they're dead after like a week. It's like it feels like you're on a timer. So and like even before they're dead, they start tasting worse. But tangerines are a really good produce with a really good lifespan. I can't I have no idea how many people are watching this. I could be talking to myself right now. Give me a little heart if you're watching it. I can see the hearts. Such a lag, though. Okay, anyway. So I'm making a sweater for my friend's baby, Artie. I have not met them. I was going to meet them, but then it turned out I was not vaccinated properly. So I went to Walgreens to get vaccinated, and they said that CVS is the only one that takes my insurance, and there's not a CVS near me, so I called my friend and said, I'm sorry, I can't get vaccinated. And he's like, well, the kid's going to get vaccinated in like a week. You should just wait for that. And then I said, okay, because I didn't feel like getting vaccinated. Yay, okay, I have hearts. Thank you, guys. Cool. All right. I gotta get going on this sweater, man. Who would I keep calling man? I've never said man in my life. Like, why am I talking like Bart Simpson right now? Anyway, yeah, so I originally made it in gold. And then I spent like 3 hours of my life trying to untangle the yarn. And it didn't go well. And I kind of had this moment where I was like, if I had just started over, I probably would have finished this sweater by now. And instead, I've spent so much time untangling. My life is nothing but untangling stuff. It sucks. My dog has like a sixth sense for stepping in my yarn and then walking it across the room, and then I have to untangle it, and then like he hog ties himself, and then he gets mad at me when I try to help him. He's a little shit. But yeah, so my goal for the new year, and okay, so I have two goals. One is to stream more and make more content and hopefully more money and open a business of t-shirts that I make. But two is I don't want to get I'm not going to bog myself down with the the sunk cost fallacy. Like I feel like so much of my life is sunk cost fallacy. I hope I'm thinking of the correct thing. I'm thinking of the thing where people like do stuff to try and make stuff work because they've already done stuff. And instead of just sort of being like, well, that's enough. Gotta move on. And I'm trying to say that's enough, gotta move on. Because I feel like a lot of my life is spent like trying to make the things that I've decided I have to do work, as opposed to just deciding to do them a different way. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna like kind of want to save up for a new camera because I feel like I have spent so much of my life. So the camera I have doesn't switch. It doesn't charge. It doesn't charge. I don't move. I have no reason to not have a charging camera, but my camera doesn't charge. I have to charge the battery separately and so I think I said this in the video that's coming out tomorrow, but if you've ever noticed like in my videos that the framing changes constantly, it's because every 20 minutes I have to get up, take off my camera, put it back on, and then hope that it's the same as it was before, and it never is. I can never figure out and it would be so nice if I could just plug it in and wait, I mean the camera one's a bad example because the other reason I haven't gotten a new camera is because it's expensive, but I don't know. I feel like I would spend like a quarter of what it would cost to get a new camera, and cameras are expensive, but I would spend like a quarter of what it costs to try and figure out a way to like keep it in frame and like make it easier for me to change my battery. And it's just like they have cameras that charge. That would be so much easier. I don't know. I've been having technical difficulties. I currently have like 12 external monitors. Why did this go out? Did the AI turn back on? The fuck? Okay. Show main window. Preset 1. Preset 1, damn it. Alright, I think I did it. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, this is a baby sweater. And it's turquoise because that is the color I have. Also, this camera angle makes my thighs look huge. They're not small, but they're not as big as they just appeared. I don't think. I don't know. I'm learning so much about cameras. Probably should have learned that like 5 years ago when I started doing this regularly, or 9 years ago when I started. Apparently, this is my 9-year anniversary on YouTube, but there are breaks in there and various iterations of what I do. Oh no, where did chat go? Damn, I'm not gonna lie, that tangerine does look really good. Like, I had to Google today, like, I don't know, eating healthy is stupid. So, again, I am currently suffering with self-diagnosed psoriasis, but I choose to believe that it's psoriasis because it kind of explains everything in my life, and it would be really nice if it was psoriasis. But it's also not nice because a big part of the treatment for psoriasis is either just like really bad side effect drugs or living well, and neither of those sound good to me. But I'm trying my version. So okay, I need to preface this by saying I'm not a doctor. I'm only talking for myself, and I fully acknowledge that I'm stupid. So nobody take this as any like nobody believe what I'm saying. Just know that I believe it. It's a story. It's not health. So, because I don't know what's like pseudoscience. Once you get into the world of psoriasis, it's hard to tell what's a pseudoscience and what's an actual science. That was a weird sentence. Anyway, so I've been looking it up, and one of the things that they say is a big part of what drives it is inflammation. And so an anti-inflammatory diet is highly recommended. But I looked up what an anti-inflammatory diet was, and it was just like eat healthily in a way that is not possible for anyone. Like one of the things it said, one of the things, and I never really thought about this, but like I tried to like look into an anti-inflammatory diet, and one of the main things it says is like don't eat processed foods. And so I would be like, okay, can I do this? So I started typing in like, is this food processed? I typed in all my favorite foods to be like, is this processed? Can I eat this if I'm giving up processed foods? And they all were. Like even, and I was like, so like I looked it up, and processed food just means that it's been cooked in some way. Or like, I mean, it means unprocessed food is just like, I think you take it, I don't even know if cooking it is processing it. But if I like a smoothie would be a processed food, which makes sense because it's in a food processor, but I wouldn't think that that would be like anti-inflammatory. So then I gave that up, and I looked up, and some people said that giving up gluten could help, so I did that. And I've been doing that, and it's been good, except so the reason I was able to do it is because I have made gluten-free baked goods for my friends in the past, and they always turn out really well. I'm like a really good gluten-free baker for some reason. So I was like, okay, I can do this, and I can still have baked goods. But then, like, I was so aware that I could have baked goods that I've ended up eating more baked goods since I've given up gluten than I have in my entire life. And it can't be good for me. So currently I am trying to wean myself off of baked goods while still maintaining a gluten-free diet and trying to eat less processed foods. Even though all food is processed, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they say like they just want me to eat like a pomegranate that I found on the ground. Which anyway, one thing I can tell you for sure is that this isn't processed. The more I talk about it, the more I love tangerines. Although, what the fuck is up with the... I feel like they used to come in like a wooden tub. And that was always really appealing to me. But now they just come in a net. Has anyone noticed that? Or maybe I'm just not shopping in the wooden tub tangerine type stores. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm making a collar for this baby sweater. And now I'm worried that the head is too small.
Before I was worried I made it too big. Babies are stupid. It's like, I don't know, because I don't get how they work. Because I know, I've been reading about it, and it kind of seems like pullovers are not recommended for babies, but you gotta make them like comfortable size, so you're not like kind of squeezing their head. But how is there? Did they not squeeze their way out into the world? Why suddenly can they not squeeze? Or like, huh? Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe the squeezing is bad, but it's just like you can do one. Like if you smoke one cigarette. Are C-section babies healthier? Probably not. I bet it's the same. I bet whatever way you choose to have a baby is great. I'm not here to mom shame anyone. I can't, like, I don't know. Moms who mom shame, that's weird. Dads who mom shame, also weird. Dads who dad shame, probably really annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna have, if I ever have kids, I might end up getting in like a physical fight with some of the other parents if they are annoying. Because it's someone like the idea that someone tells you like, "Oh, you're supposed to do this." Like, do you think I didn't think about that? You think you're the only person with the internet, Maria? I don't know who Maria is, but she's a real B word. How many stitches should I make this one? I'm gonna make this 5 stitches long. I think for tonight, I will. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. So if you guys know, I make ghouls, and normally, right now, I think on Friday, if you come back, I have a ghoul that I like the shell of a ghoul, and I am going to finish that ghoul on my stream. Yeah. Boop a doo 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 doo. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I should do. I'm definitely gonna bring Matt in, at least to play video games. Possibly more, because I feel like, I don't know, is it, give me a heart if give me a heart here if you don't mind me just talking to myself. Like I'll try, I don't know, maybe I'll try to bring in some celebrity guests. I don't think Michelle Obama's doing anything. She and I are good friends. We've been looking for a project to do together. Am I lagging? Are you lagging? I'm terrified. Not that I will watch this back, but if I ever do watch this back, it is baffling to me how bad I am at technology. So, what the fuck? Why does yarn suck? Okay. I had my yarn on a spinner because because I didn't want, but then it like stopped spinning. But I'm just trying not to get this one tangled because I tangled the last one and I had to start over. Ugh. I don't like this lag because I end up seeing angles of myself I shouldn't see. That's why I've given up gluten. No, I am certainly not giving it up to lose weight. I have gained weight since I have given up gluten. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't weigh myself. It was always disappointing. Hey, what day is today? Today's Monday. Okay, so I lied. I was gonna say, I said earlier I had a video coming out tomorrow. Is Wednesday. But I have a video coming out Wednesday. Yeah. It's fine. Honestly, it's my favorite commercial I've ever done. So if you guys are only in it for the ads, check out my video. The video itself is meh, but the ads, the ad. It's real. Is it bad that my favorite thing to do is the ads for my show? Is like I like writing with like a prompt, if that makes sense. I also think I just like being like the ads. There's someone like I'm working with directly, and I feel like I was forged to get grades, if that makes sense. And now I don't get grades. So I approximate grades where I can. Anyway, I just want to please teacher. Okay, so that's the caller. Hopefully it will not kill this baby to put this sweater on. Looks like I'm wearing a turquoise statement necklace. Comme Luan de Lesseps. That may be the gayest thing I've ever said. Yeah. Huh. Surprised that my dog's not barking at me. Usually he barks at me around this time when he realizes that, like, I'm not... Ah, shit. Okay. See, now I have to Google baby circumferences again. Okay, so. Baby circumference. Not. Who is Googling baby circumcision video? That. I don't like that. No, I just started typing circumference. Shoulders. Okay. Shut up, AI. Do 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 do. Story bids from viewer submitted prompts does sound like fun, Christiane Levance. Christiane Levance? I know your name. I don't know. Have I been pronouncing it wrong this whole time? Anyway, yeah, honestly, good idea. Post what you would like to see me do, and I will try to get better at this. 40 centimeters. 40 centimeters to inches, 15 inches. So if I'm going to say it's five stitches an inch, 5 times 15, 75. I believe it is a hybrid indica dominant. It's either indica or a hybrid with indica because I cannot do sativa. That is how I have mental breaks. Not mental breaks, but like really obsessive thoughts that don't go away. That was when I had like my big breakdown, and when I realized I needed to go. This will probably be a video. I'm trying to do more of my anxiety videos, and this was a big one, which was, it really freaked me out when it was 2020, because I remember, because I'll tell you why I remember, but there was a period where they had sort of started leaking, like they had started showing the UFO videos and being like, oh, there's UFOs are real. And that freaked me out. And in hindsight, it did not help that I was taking at least like a full edible every night, often of sativa, which does not agree with me. But anyway, I became like really obsessed with the idea that like there was a day when they were going to have a press conference. And I was like bracing myself for that day because it freaked me out. I believe, I have no problem with aliens. I think they're not aliens. I don't think that the maths with that. I think they're probably something extra dimensional. But I believe that they're here. I just don't want to know that they're here. You know? Like, it changes a lot about my perception of the world if they exist. And I would just prefer to be ignorant of it. So I freaked out, and I was really high most of the night because it was 2020, and the reason I remember that is because the tail end of it, I was talking to my therapist about UFOs every week, being like, I'm really nervous about this like disclosure they're doing. And I remember at one point he was like, are you sure you don't want to talk about the Capitol insurrection? And I was like, no. That didn't bother me because that was humans doing that. But yeah, I remember, well, and it was funny because it was like COVID, which is why I was getting high so much, and all this stuff, and I would come in every week and talk about UFOs, and my therapist was kind of like, really, this again? Because I feel like I just didn't want it. They said that there was a day coming, and then when it actually came, it wasn't really anything, which is good. Nobody give me proof of UFOs. You can disprove them if you want. I'll still probably believe in them on some level, but I don't want them to exist in a way where I know about it. And that's why I don't do sativa. This is unrelated to UFOs, but I just brought up January 6th, and my favorite story ever is Matt. So Matt follow him on Blue Sky at Matt Grote. He does a lot. He got into bodybuilding when we moved to Los Angeles, and he's really into exercising. And during COVID, a big source of his exercise was he had a little bike, and I would give him the room to use the bike because he needed to be alone, and he didn't need to be, and if he was disturbed, he'd get really mad. So he got the living room where the TV was so he could watch TV, and I was in our bedroom, and I remember going out there and being like, Matt, I think something big is happening. People just broke down the barriers to the Congress. And he was like, go away, I'm working. Like, he was like, I cannot be disturbed. I don't want to know about the Capitol riots, because he was that in the zone working out. And then like an hour later he came down. So, but it was weird because it did also make me kind of be like, maybe it's not that big a deal. Because I remember watching it and just being like, I feel like I'm watching history. So I went out and told Matt, and he was more interested in biking. And so then I was like, okay, his reaction makes me feel like I maybe think this is bigger than it is, but then it turned out to be quite big. Remember when that happened? I don't even, like, sometimes I thought about what I would do if I was at January 6th. And was racist. Because I don't think I'd be very good at it. Mayhem is too unstructured for me. If it's just like go in and like riot, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I feel like if I was at January 6th, I'd probably rob the souvenir store. It's like, you think someone did that? I don't know. It was Biden's fault. I need to increase. I'm gonna count. Shit. All right, Okay, watch me do math poorly while I eat this orange. Okay, so it's 75. I'm currently at 40. That means I need 35. And I'd say like 2 inches. So that's in the course of 10, which would mean that 30, I would need about 4 per row, which means fuck, that doesn't sound right. I'm gonna say 5. It's gonna be 5, like an inch. Yeah, let's say 5. So that means I need 8 per row. Whatever, I'm just gonna wing it. No, what's gonna be hard for me during doing live streams is sometimes I just kind of zone out and start singing, and then I have to worry about like copyright stuff. Not that I would sing it well enough to trigger a copyright robot, but I don't know. I don't know what the legality of this is. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. I'm going to try and do more A lot of people really like my public domain movies, and the videos don't do great, but I'm gonna try and do more watching. I did one once. If you guys want to watch me watch Attack of the Giant Leeches, it's there somewhere. And I'm gonna try and do more videos. But my goal, see, I'm setting myself goals and I'm trying to just do one thing at a time. So that's why this time it's basically like a no frills baby sweater. But I'll try to knit or crochet in all of it, and then what is that thing? Knit and crochet, and then do other things. So like, I really want to the next video, possibly Wednesday, if I can figure out how a capture card works. I've done it before. Is I'm gonna have Matt play Pokemon Legends ZA for me while I knit, because I'm not good at those games. I mean, I'm fine at Pokemon, but I don't. It seems more involved. You have to like fight and stuff. So I just want to see what happens and get a Clefable. But then I'll stream it out. I feel like a lot of this stream has been me starting sentences, forgetting why I started those sentences, and then just kind of letting them fizzle out. But I guess, I don't know, is that better than silence? Would you like me to just sit here silently and knit? Or would you like me to actively strain to fill the silence with my nonsensical ramblings? I don't know why I'm asking you that. The friggin' thing is too far away for me to read. I don't know what you guys are saying, but I love it all. Unless it's racist, but I don't think anyone's racist here. Damn good orange. That's also a stupid thing to say. There's a lot of things you guys could say that's not racist that I wouldn't love. Yeah. This is a weird color. Whatever, it's a baby. That's the thing. I think that's why I like making baby sweaters. It sounds really creepy to say, but it's because both they're easier because babies are small. And also, I don't think anyone really cares about if they're good or not, because they're only going to get to wear it once because they grow. So I feel like it's like, honestly, what I should be doing, because basically all I'm doing is making a costume that the parents will pose the baby for in a picture and then send me a picture and then never actually use the sweater again. So what I should do is just try to think of like what I want to see my friends' babies dressed as. I do obviously, whenever my friend has a baby, send Halloween costume ideas. And the one that I sent this friend was just, you could turn your baby into corn. And I was like, that's a good thing to do to a baby. my other goal, so I have lighting, like here. I'm trying to figure out how to try to revamp my recording space. So and one thing that seems to be missing is like an overhead, so it's called 3-point lighting, and I'm not gonna do it, but it did seem like adding sort of like a backlight would maybe help my look. So I just got a backlight. I also got green screen wallpaper because I kept wanting to have a green screen. So I have this green screen, but like, so I set it up as here like a joke because it was like a meant to be like, oh, I'm in a classroom and I'm pulling down a thing, but it's not really in frame. And also, most of the time I want to use a green screen, it's because I want it behind me. So I got little it's like self-adhesive wallpaper. It was $5, so I can't imagine it's great. And I'm gonna put it underneath my little tapestry thing here, so if I ever need to like green screen something, I'll have like a good setup for that. Why did I start talking about this? I don't know. Come here, little orange. This one is like, okay. So I know I've been talking about how good tangerines are, but you know how some of them are like, they have more skin? This is a tangerine with psoriasis. It's all connected. All right, I feel like I'm pressing my luck with what people are willing to put up with before, so I'm gonna say that this was a good first effort. And if you are watching this, it means that you are willing to put up with a lot and would likely enjoy other streams of mine that are less terrible. So drop what you would like to see in the comments. I don't know if I'll be able to see the live chat once this posts, but I don't know. If you really have an idea for something you want to see, then come to the video version of this and then tell me what your ideas for things you want me to see are. Wait, what I want... Your ideas for things you want to see from me. And yeah, I'll be back either Wednesday night with Pokemon or Friday morning. On Friday, I'm going to make a ghoul. I'm going to finish my ghoul. But yeah, give me ideas. I'm still learning. I do want to... I hope you guys like this. I'm going to try and live stream more and not stop. It's just so much, like, I get to the end of the day and I'm just like, I just want to watch TV. And it's upsetting because I can't just watch TV on a live stream because there's copyright laws. Anyway, maybe there's a way to do that. Let me know in the comments. And check out, I have a new video coming Wednesday. Oh, so maybe I shouldn't stream. Oh, Wednesday night, that's fine. I'll see you either Wednesday or Friday. Probably Friday. I'll be honest, I don't have my shit together enough to do this 3 times in a week, but I am going to try and do it at least once a week going forward. And I'm going to do all sorts of things, video games, movies, knitting. I'm going to be knitting the entire time, knitting specific videos, crochet, making t-shirts to sell. There's just a whole rich new world I've entered into, and I'm excited to see where it leads. And hopefully where it leads is not 3 weeks of this and then me forgetting to do it and then me being lazy and never doing it again. So if you guys like this, you guys need to propel me because I am very forgetful. Oh, goodness. Hello. Thank you, Q squared 883. I could see that it was Anyway, bye. Thanks for watching. Now I need to figure out, keep watching because you can probably like 20 minutes of me trying to figure out how to turn this off. Where the fuck? Okay, so the OBS, the way you is the app that I use, and the way you turn on the streaming is in this little corner widget up here. But if you have OBS open, the widget goes away. And I've spent so many minutes of my day being like, where did it go? Because I opened it up to close it, and then stupid system. Anyway.